But the young people would say, you're the man. That's essentially what Joshua was saying to God. Joshua was doing this. You're the man. Read on.
Art not thou our God, who didst drive out the inhabitants of this land before that?
And then he begins to remind him of things he did before. Sometimes you've got to put God in remembrance. Not that he doesn't remember. You want to let him know, listen, I've been looking at your track record. Yeah, tell your neighbor, I've been looking at God's track record. And he never failed me yet. Amen. So before thy people and gavest into the seed of Abraham, thy friend forever. Read on.
And they dwell therein, and have built thee a sanctuary therein for thy name, saying, if when evil cometh upon us, as a sword, judgment, or pestilence, or famine, we stand before this house, and in thy presence, for thy name is in this house, and cry unto thee in our affliction, then thou wilt hear and help. And now behold, the children of Ammon and Moab, and the mountain clear, whom thou wouldest not let Israel invade, when they came out of the land of Egypt. But they
Jehoshaphat is getting cute now. He's not saying, God, you put me in this position. He's just subtly reminding the Lord, listen, the only reason we didn't kill them is because you said we should.
Yes.
And now we got a problem.
Right.
And that's the dilemma of a pastor. You know, there got some people you want to read them out of the church right away. But pastors think differently from evangelists and teachers and ministers of music and all these people in the church. The pastor has a shepherd's heart. He's long-suffering. And sometimes people think he doesn't see stuff. Pastor Backus sits with me many times and he says, you know, yeah, I know folks think I'm not seeing. Yeah? I'm going to even take Pastor Backus here for a minute. Yeah, I know they think I'm not seeing over here, Chief. I'm over here and they think I'm over there. I'm not seeing what's going on. I know what's going on. But the pastor's heart is a long-suffering heart. So inasmuch as the people were carrying on, the Ammonites and the Moabites and all of the ites were carrying on, the pastor Jehoshaphat said, God, I can kill them because you told me I should be long-suffering. I should stay and wait until I hear from you. Read on.
when they came out of the land of Egypt, but they turned from them and destroyed them not. Behold, I see how they reward us to come to cast us out of thy position. Man,
I gotta tell you, this is it's amazing. This is pastor. He says, look at how this person is rewarding me. I did this, you did that, you did this, you did that, and look the reward. But read on.
Which thou hast given us to inherit. O our God, wilt thou not judge them? For we have no might against this great company that cometh against us. Neither know we what to do, but our eyes are upon thee. And all Judah stood before the Lord with their little ones.
Stop. All of the praisers stood before the Lord. And?
Their little ones.
Stop. Read that again. And?
Their little ones.
Read it now, Mike. Let me hear that.
With their little ones.
Stop.
Go ahead. Go on.
There needs to be a cultural redirection in the black church.
Yes.
Our church is in the Crown Heights neighborhood in Brooklyn. It's a Jewish neighborhood. And on the Sabbath, I see
Everybody.
these kids are so small, you have to be careful that you don't step on them when you're walking. Little kids like this. They have on the armor, the entire outfit, black and white, and they're going to Sabbath.
Yes.
Like I told the gathering yesterday, what we do, we sit back and have mommy, nice job, don't want to go to Sunday school. Oh, you're not going to go to Sunday school today. You ain't going to be nice job. Oh, still, you got a cold? All right, still. The flip side of it, the European family is that migrated 60 years ago to the United States of America. The parent is saying to the young man, who is 4 years old, John, we're going to go to church today. Okay, Daddy, what time are we leaving? So John grows up to be a very articulate, smart kid that goes to Harvard. And on the flip side of the coin, Puku Puku is in jail.
Right. All right. Puku in jail.
And we start blaming everybody but ourselves. Oh, the system, you know. They don't like black people. It's a black thing because you black, because we black. You know, I'm black, and that's why I think they're black. Blah, 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 blah. Complaining. It's a fundamental redirection that needs to be done now.
Yeah.
Tell your neighbor, the time is now for the change. Start having these kids responsible for stuff. Start them off with small responsibilities. Get up, make up your bed.
Yes.
I go up to my son's room and I do like this. And he gets when she says, okay, Daddy. Travis will tell you, I don't do too much talking in the house. I look at people. I got smart. And I don't ever slap them around. Because I started it from since they were babies. They get the look. And they know the score. And then I sit. The worst thing you want to do is to have me sit you in an office and tell life stories to you. So that's punishment for him. Because I go back like Bill Cosby. I remember when I was 3 years old, still with the slimy stuff from my mother's womb, just cleaning it off. They don't want those stories. So he prefers not to hear them, so he does right. But we need to hold the children responsible. Stop making up the bed of an 8-year-old child. Make them responsible for cleaning their rooms. A sister asked me yesterday, what can I do? I said, this is one of the things you need to do in the homes. Never expect the church to do what you are supposed to do. You have that kid for a whole lot much longer than the church does. Hold your child responsible. Set parameters. Set boundaries. Young people love boundaries. The devil has caused us to believe that they hate the boundaries. What they hate is the fact that we are like loving others, not confident enough to set them the boundaries. They want people to set the boundaries. And when they cross the boundaries, they want you to tell them you crossed it, go back over. Would you say amen, somebody?
Amen. Amen.
Yes, sir.
Love.